All right, good morning. This is August the 21st. This is Windy Hill Kennel, and this is Buffy's kids. So, this morning, it's really gloomy. Looks like it's gonna rain. Best time in the world to shoot a video. These guys just came outside, and they're doing great. They are completely away from their mother. We found out that Buffy really had no milk and was starting to snap at them. So we have a friend that raises dairy goats. So for $7 a gallon, these guys are drinking over just at a gallon a day. They would drink more, but I'm giving them a half a gallon in the morning and a half a gallon at night. Plus they got their cottage cheese. So they are starting to finally pick up their weight. We did go ahead and have two of them neutered the other day. We had the biggest male, and we had the one male with the black eye and the white eye. We had him done. So what I'm going to do this morning, I'm going to go through and give you their current weights. They still are too small for our collars. They still fall off their neck. So we're going to go through here, and the little busybody chocolate party Merle down here always wants my attention. So I'm sitting on a 5-gallon bucket in front of them, and I hope they be quiet and leave me alone. We're also going to give you a little bit of a treat. We are going to give them their cottage cheese this morning while you get to watch the I don't know what you want to call it, the frenzy they go through when they get their cottage cheese every day. All right, so the black and white female out here, number 7293, weighs 2 pounds, 4 ounces. The chocolate party Merle is a male, 7299, weighs 2 pounds, 6 ounces. The black male, 7295, weighs 2 pounds and 11 ounces. The black turning colors, which is the big guy in here, weighs 4 pounds, 8.5. The black and white party female, which is 7297, weighs 3 pounds, 4.5. The black and white party male, that is 7290, weighs 3 pounds, 5 ounces. The chocolate Merle female, the 7294, she is 2 pounds, 7 ounces. The blue Merle in here, which is a female, she is 7298, weighs 2 pounds, 9 ounces. The black and white party female that was the little peeper, that was the littlest in the litter, I think, 7291, weighs 2 pounds, 1 ounce. And last but not least, the chocolate Merle female in here that is, oh, I know it, you're jabbering at me, 7296, weighs 2 pounds, 7.5. So they are doing phenomenally well. And they're going to sit here and they're going to grumble at me, I know. But everybody is doing good. I think the little tiny one is going back here in the back, walking around, and the little chocolate Merle just bombarded her, and they're gonna tassel now. These guys are in the house with us completely. They're doing really, really good. The only thing they do in the mornings, this might be a little bit dark on this video because it is really gloomy. In the mornings, when we first get here, they're like, where's my cottage cheese? I want it right now. And they're yelling at us in the mornings for their cottage cheese. So we're gonna have a tug of war. Looks like a multiple game of tug of war out here. We have, yeah, don't let them see that pan. Vanessa's standing out here with the cottage cheese. They are just, they've been a great group of kids. It was like all of a sudden they've decided to grow. So that's good. I think a lot of it was mom's issue. I've never had a mom dry up with this many puppies being with them full time. And they would nurse a lot, but we weren't sure what was going on because they weren't ever gaining. And we found out she was dry, basically dried up. They would still nurse. She had big boobs. Don't pick it up. And because they're watching you. So we found out by stripping her a little bit, there was no milk. They were just nursing and there was nothing. even though they were old enough to be on dry dog food, they were still wanting to nurse all the time. So once we flipped them over to goat milk, it made a huge difference. So in the mornings around here, they get their cottage cheese in the morning with their probiotics in it. And in the afternoon, they get their goat milk. And this week, the goat milk's gonna end. They are plenty old enough, and they're eating dry dog food enough, and they're getting active enough that I wanna get them off the goat milk. We're right on schedule for the 3rd of September. I mean, I have no doubt we're gonna get everybody finished and done on the 3rd. I know. This is a guinea pig cage. So this will give you an idea of, I know, height and size. I know, I hear you. And I honestly think Nemo is our, we've got a dog that's throwing some small puppies too. So I think with this one, I think it's because we've got genetic grandparents behind there that are small. I don't know how tall this guinea pig cage is, but I'm guessing it's about maybe 16, 18 inches tall. It's not our normal puppy fence, because in a normal puppy fence at this age, they'd be flying over the top of it. I know, and you're grumbling at me. There is a puppy, let's see, I think there's 2 left in here at this point, maybe 1. I think that's just 1. I think it's there's 1 puppy available, and I think it's the one right, oops, of course it moved. It's the one chewing the yellow and red toy. He has a light side of his face and a dark side. Yeah, it's him. That's the little guy that's still available. He says, I'm going to come right up and give you a face shot. There we go. So that's the little guy that's still available. And it's marked on the website above his picture available, so it's pretty easy to tell. They're going to be current on everything when they go home, that's for sure. I think they're even going to have their 2nd set of shots in when they go home. So these guys will have a little bit more done to them than they would have had if they were going home at their normal 8 weeks old. So they'll have that 2nd shot. You're going to get a health card with everything on it. We've been working diligently on no bark, no bite, no lick. And I can't make my screen do what I wanted to do. There it goes. We actually have them separated into 3 kennels. We have 3, 3, and 4. There's just too many of them in the kennel. There's just too messy. I love this little Merle. He just thinks he is a Great Dane. He has big dog syndrome. he thinks he's gonna get everybody, even though he's littler. Oh yeah, pick on the 4-pounder. That's a good thing, buddy. Yeah, this big guy, he looks kind of out of place in this litter. Yeah, I know. You didn't get Grandpa's genetic genes for smaller, did you? I really, really hope everybody in this litter that has a puppy will please post during the year. You're going to be our catalyst to let us know how big these guys get. And with the new link on our website for client photos, it's a great place if you have time during the year to post a quick... All right, my phone turned off. Sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, the little guys like to pick on the bigger people. We're going to go ahead and give them their cottage cheese so you can watch. And then I'll just go ahead and jabber while we do this. So she's going to put it, because we're into this already about 8 minutes. As these guys grow, you have to call them.
Here, babies.
Don't grab.
No, I moved my foot.
No. He's not going to come. You're going to have to come pick him up. Vanessa moved her foot and scared him. Now he's not going to let her get him. Maybe he'll come over.
One more.
You better hurry, buddy. You're going to miss out on everything. Go ahead and grab him.
Yeah. Good baby.
She moved her foot while he was walking towards her and scared him to death. So they're going to get in there and eat their cottage cheese. They'll have messy, messy faces when they're done. So a couple things with this litter. This is the first time we've had a litter from Buffy. We are really, really anxious to see how these guys turn out. So there is an online client photo page now that you can post right onto my website. the great thing about this new site is you can search by the mother's name. So once people from this litter start posting photos of their puppies, you're going to be able to just use the search bar and put in Buffy, and everything from Buffy's litter that people have posted will pop up. So you do not have to search through all the photos. So I'm really anxious and hope that you will post and update these so we have some idea how big these get, to know in the future what Buffy is going to produce. And it's a fun place to kind of connect and see other people's, you know, if you're curious what another dog is producing, or if you've never had one of our puppies and you want to see what they look like. I know that people have posted some adult photos, some puppy photos, and it's just really, I think it's been on the site about 10 days. So people are starting to use it, and you guys will be really our first litter going out of here that will know about it right up front. And I hope that you use that so we can kind of keep track on how these guys grow and how big they get. This little one right here is the one that's still available that just popped over here. I think he's the only one left in the litter. So they're going to start, some of these little pigs, you'd think the big guy would be the biggest pig. He's really not. Now they're going to have cottage cheese faces. Say, hey, show them your cottage cheese face. I know, you're a mess. So it's funny. They'll eat, and then they'll clean themselves up, and they clean each other's face off. And it's the little guys that usually end up eating the longest. And it's usually a clean plater. A lot of people ask me how much we give them. You know, I don't know. She probably put 1.5 pounds in there. Crash and burn right over top of everybody. And they usually get just trashed after that. That's why we decided not to do cottage cheese before the video this morning. Because it takes them a couple hours to clean themselves up. And, but, oh, they do love their cottage cheese, that's for sure. Especially in the mornings. So, I hope everybody has gotten to see their kid. They're doing great. No issues whatsoever. Everybody's happy, bouncy, bubbly, and right now covered in cottage cheese. So, we're scheduled for September 3rd for spay neuters. And, crash and burn. So, if you have not booked in for me with this new setup time for pickup, please get a hold of me and let's get booked in for pickup for these little guys. If you were already set, if you had the big guy, he's already ready to go home. So it's whenever you want to, I think you're already on the schedule. But if everybody else, they're cleaning each other's face up over here. They're all having a wash your face time, trying to eat more cottage cheese off. This little tiny one, if she'd turn around, her face is trashed. But get a hold of me. We'll get you on the calendar for pickup or shipping. We'll probably ship out the weekend of either the first week they're done on the week of the 3rd. We'll probably ship out that Saturday, Friday or Saturday if we're shipping to you. Let me know if that works for you. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot of new news, and I got to get out of here before we run out of time on this video. So I wanted to give you an update. I hope you got to see your kids. Call me with any questions, and call me and get on the calendar for pickup. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you later.